Hello, Internet. How are you today? I hope you are doing fabulous. I am doing awesome. It's summer. I'm drinking a chilled glass of rosé, and I wanted to talk to you today about the dark empath. First off, let me just keep it real, right? Despite what I talk about on this channel, I have to laugh a lot. There have been people who've emailed me. I've actually got some hate mail, which I'm kind of like, you don't even know who I am. What did Christian Bale say? Do you have my phone number? No? Then that means you don't know me, right? And I get people who are so-called aware narcissists kind of lurking about, making comments, stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't really care about this narcissistic community because I kind of see it as a money grab. I'm not going to lie. I'm just writing this diary because I just hope people realize what I realize and then decide to kind of buck up and, have some oomph. But why I bring this up is because I received this very interesting piece of hate mail. Summarized, it told me that, what I'm saying is disempowering people, and that what I'm saying is evil, and that makes me a dark empath, and I just had to fucking laugh. The names of said perpetrators will be withheld because I don't want drama like that. Like, I don't want smoke like that. But I wanted to talk about dark empathy, quote unquote, and how narcissistic people on the internet and real life still try to gaslight empaths into thinking that their actions of self-defense and self-preservation is selfish. You're a dark empath if you decide you play the narcissist game, but you do it better. You're a dark empath if you decide to say no. You're a dark empath if you decide to not be a doormat. I find it hilarious that people who are empathic, they believe this. They actually believe these narcissistic people telling them what they are, as if the narcissist actually has feelings deeper than their cognitive observation and mimicry. It blows my mind. And it also blows my mind the gall that they have to contact me and tell me what the fuck I am and how the fuck I'm damaging society. Pardon my profanity. Look, internet, there's no such thing as a dark empath. I do believe that empaths do exist clinically, and by psychological standards, they don't exist. Like, they are not in papers. But I do believe that sometimes the spiritual can go past the academic, and that there are people who, are more sensitive to different people's energies, different people's body language, different people's conversation than others, right? I do believe that, with or without trauma. For instance, I had a cousin who I think she just was kind of like, I thought she was dead inside, but that wasn't true because years and years and years ago, when my late grandmother was alive, my late grandmother always kind of fed these feral cats, right? And we're not talking like one or two, we're talking like 20 of them. And no one could ever get close to them. Even my grandmother, she had to feed them and like put the dish down and walk away. This is in the backwoods, But this cousin, she could walk outside and all these cats will come to her as if they recognized her as one of them. And you know how animals don't lie, right? Animals are self-serving, but animals are very honest with their self-preservation and their selfishness. And if they see you as one of their own, you're empathic. Maybe I just thought she was dead inside because she wasn't that great with people, but she was extraordinarily good with animals. She was the kind of woman who would walk in the woods and birds would come and sit on her shoulder just unwarranted. That to me is an empathic person that's sensitive to the energies around them and living beings around them, even if they can't turn it off. You know, you can't turn off empathy. And so I feel that narcissistic people want to try their damnedest to basically make empathic people feel bad for just seeing who they are and then deciding that, you know what, if we're going to play, let me go ahead and put my hand on the table, right? You know, I bring up vengeance only if narcissistic people decide that they think that you're good supply and they come back. I don't talk about seeking vengeance because why would you want to waste your time with someone who is literally a pile of shit? Like, why would you literally want to waste your time actively to get revenge on someone preemptively when you can literally do that to focus all that energy to focus on your life, right? If you decide to focus on yourself, you are a dark empath. And I find that so utterly and insanely amazing that narcissistic people are still kind of trying to run with this ball, because I've never heard an empathic person say, oh, I'm a dark empath. Like, you know, you're some witch in some tower and like deep into like dark woods and you have this cauldron and you're just like, okay, 1 dash narcissism, 2 dashes empathy, and 1 speck of I don't give a fuck. And now I shall destroy empaths and narcissists alike. Please, empathic people just want to help. If you're quote unquote a dark empath, a light empath, gray empath, in between empath, whatever empath these stupid fools want to go ahead and label us, you always want to help yourself. You always want to help other people. You always want to try to bring the best out of people. Narcissistic, excuse me, this wine went down the wrong pipe. Narcissistic people never want to bring the best out of people. They want to drain the best out of people. They want to basically make you weak. They want to break you down. They never want to see you rise above them. Period. Narcissistic people torture others somehow, some way. It doesn't matter if they're self-aware. It doesn't matter if they are in therapy. It does not matter. They literally play people. They play people, and if they can get benefits from the play, they'll continuously do it. So I knew this was a narcissistic person who was trying to shame my ass, saying that you're a dark empath. Yes, if that's what you want to call me, if I decide to put up boundaries, if I decide to look through your bullshit, if I decide to go ahead and gaslight you because I know what you're doing, then I will totally be whatever you call me, but do not call me collect, right? So if anyone calls you a dark empath because you decide that you just caught that dude cheating too much and you threw his shit out in the street and changed the locks, you decided that, you know, your girlfriend basically turned all your friends against you and you cut off her and your friends that sided with her, if they basically call you a dark empath for cutting out their bullshit and making them kick rocks with their papers, then wear it. But I'm here to tell you that makes you human. That makes you a human being who decided that you chose to have boundaries and you chose self-preservation of spirit and self than you did someone else. So never ever buy that whole rigmarole of you are a dark empath. It's a lie. It's gaslighting, it's shame, and it's a way narcissistic people still want to test and prod at you to see if you will break so they can use you again. Okay, Internet, I'm going to drink this wine, and I will talk to you later. Until next time.